So you are looking at buying an E90 E9 next generation M3. Besides the question of are you going to get a convertible, a coupe, or a sedan, the most important question is, are you going to get a 6-speed, or are you going to do a DCT with good old flat paddles? Coming from somebody that was a manual only guy for a number of years, let me give you an honest review of what it's been like to live with a DCT for 2 years. So what's it been like to live with? Honestly, I love it. It's not perfect, which is why I actually prefer a DCT over an 8HP, because if I'm going to have any sort of automatic style transmission, I don't want it to be perfect. I'd rather just have a manual at that point. So what is not perfect about these? Let's get into it. So what's not perfect about the DCT transmission? It doesn't like to go to first gear in traffic. It will wait until the last second to get down to first gear. So it'll hold second for a long time. Sometimes it can be too long in my opinion. I'll throw it in manual and make sure it goes down to first because I know I'm going to be creeping. The 2.3 can be a little bit not perfect. Now remember, this is stock trans tuning. I don't have any sort of a GTS trans tune or anything on this car yet. Eventually I'm going to, and I know it'll fix a couple of these things, but I want to talk about if you just buy this car stock, how it's going to drive. The 2.3 is really the only place I really notice it. It just kind of gets confused sometimes. But I'm telling you, you put it in manual, you can change the shift pressures, shift parameters. It drives awesome, guys. It shifts so good, so smooth. I really enjoy it. I don't really want to trade this car for a 6-speed car, if that makes any sense. I like it for the experience that it has. The short ratios or make it fun, make it a good time. I would rather buy like a Cayman, or I'm looking for a 996 or a 997 currently, that I want to be a manual car. I don't want this to be my manual car because I like this car as it is. I also like the fact that my wife can just jump in it and she can drive it just like a normal car. They're really good and they're really fun. Now, the biggest complaint was the factory shift paddles for me are really tiny. I really like these F80 style paddles I got from Mode. They are bigger, but they're not too big. So they're like an F80 style where they're thinner, but they're longer. So that way I can have my hand resting on the wheel and be a lot more comfortable. I don't like the magnetic ones because I don't want them to be absurdly loud. The magnetic ones that everybody else has, it's just they're super